My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to Top 10 in Under 10 AC/DC to ZZ Top. Alright, we're on W. W is going to be for Jack White because I want to do just Jack White on his own. I could have done the White Stripes, I could have done White Snake, White Lion, Great White. Could have done them all. I chose to go with Jack White because I actually don't own any White Lion. I own one Great White album, which I have actually covered before, and I didn't want to do the White Stripes. Because I believe I've already covered quite a bit from the White Stripes. So let's just do some Jack White. Let's get into this. All right. So Jack doesn't have a lot of albums out yet so far. He's only got the 4 out. We've got Fear of the Dawn, Blunderbuss, Boarding House, Reach, Entering Heaven Alive, and Lazaretto. All right. Out of all of these, some of the albums I really like more than I like others, but it's just the way it goes. I also had a little fun with this list because this list was actually done kind of in a specific order because there's 2 songs with Jack White I like to use as bookends. And that starts off and ends off, and that's Taking Me Back. You got Taking Me Back off Fear of the Dawn and Taking Me Back Gently off of Entering Heaven Alive. Had to bookend it. I thought it was a great choice. Really good songs. I really like the way they're done. I like the heavy of the original. I like the light of the Gently. After that, we got Love Interruption and I'm Shaken off of Blunderbuss. Blunderbuss was a pretty decent album, but out of all of the albums so far, I'm going to say Fear of the Dawn and Entering Heaven Alive are the 2 that I've gotten into the most. Blunderbuss was not bad, though. Boarding House Reach. We got Connected by Love and Getting the Mine Shaft. Connected by Love is a really good tune. I just really enjoyed it. I really think it was a good song. Getting the Mine Shaft is on here because I thought it was cool and different. I thought it was, kind of just something to really get going on that. Fear of the Dawn, I thought was a really good tune. Another one where it really had a little bit of a different vibe from what you're used to from Jack. Something a little bit different, but still kind of similar at the same time, which is always nice. If I Die Tomorrow off of Entering Heaven Alive, another song, really good. Entering Heaven Alive is one of those albums. I was really surprised when Jack did 2 albums in the same year. Fear of the Dawn being kind of the heavier album, Entering Heaven Alive kind of being more of a lighter album. It was kind of an interesting mix to go back and forth between the 2 of them. But I really appreciate that he did it, and he didn't do it as a double album. Even though it would have cost less probably doing it as a double album, I can actually appreciate the 2 separate albums and being treated as 2 separate albums. We got Highball Stepper, which was an instrumental off of Lazaretto, and the actual title track, Lazaretto. My apologies for anybody who's going to say I'm pronouncing it wrong. Both those tunes are really enjoyable as well. I get into them, and then, like I said, you got Taking Me Back Gently at the very end, and that's it for Jack White. If you really want to hear me talk more about Jack White, go check out all my Jack White reviews. I think I've covered every album at this point, and I've done a bunch of other stuff. So let me know what you think about that way. In the comments, let me your top 10 for Jack White. Let me know what you think. I'm interested. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. There is also a link that'll go to Patreon and the TWA. Check those out. And I might link up some Jack White stuff in there as well. Other than that, folks, peace, love, take care.